This is a podcast for Academy Online Learning. For more information, visit our website www.academyonlinelearning.com. Hello and welcome to our podcast series where I meet students that have studied on our Access to HE diplomas, functional skills or GCSE courses. In this episode, I talked to Alan, one of Academy Online Learning's health students, about his former job as a postman, his recent change into studying again, and heading for a new career. Hello Alan, thank you so much for taking part in this special podcast series. I'm going to ask you a few questions about your time on the course and where your future is heading in terms of your education and career. First of all, can you tell us a bit about yourself and what you studied whilst being a student with Academy Online Learning?
Good afternoon, Sam. Thank you for inviting me onto your podcast. My name is Alan. I'm 37 years old. I am a father of one 4-year-old daughter. Whilst I have been at Academy Online Learning, I have been studying around my job, which I have been a postman of 16 years, and I've studied health science pathway.
When did you start the course and how did you hear about the Access Diploma with AOLL?
I started my course last June of 2022. I found Academy Online Learning whilst looking around online, trying to find not only a course that suited my flexibility needs, but also a course that I could start immediately. A lot of courses offered by other institutions only allow you to start at certain times of the year, usually September. That did not suit my requirements, so the flexibility given by Academy Online Learning allowed me to start immediately after my first payment.
Why did you choose to do an Access course at level 3 instead of A-levels?
I chose to do an online Access course primarily because of the flexibility it allowed me to do bits as and when I had time. There have been occasions where I have been able to do assignment after assignment after assignment, but there have also been occasions where I've had to take 1 or 2, maybe even 3 weeks out because I've needed to take the break from what I've been doing.
You're referring to the flexibility while studying an Access to Higher Education diploma with Academy Online Learning that allows you to pause your studies. I should mention that this has been particularly useful for our students in the military for when they have a deployment, or if a student has started their course whilst being pregnant and they've been able to take a break around the birth of their child and then pick up their studies later. So it's really great to hear that you've been able to fit your study time around your job. Now, you said that you scraped through your GCSEs like many of us at school, never doing the homework or coursework, and yet managing to pass the exam. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
My background in education wasn't very good. When I was at high school, I was not interested in doing homework. I don't think I ever did a piece of homework. I think I may have done one piece of coursework. I hated doing work at home. I wouldn't do it. And that experience has come back and haunted me today. I was always good at exams. I was always very good at exams. I got all the grades I did off the back of my exams at school. I had to do the exams because they forced me to do them. I'm glad they did. Looking back at it, that comes back to the old saying of you can't put a wise head on young shoulders.
How did you find the assessment process for studying on the diploma?
A lot of the assessment processes for the studying, that I had mixed feelings because when I started, it was quite daunting that I now have a year to do this whole diploma. I did feel a little bit out of my depth having not studied for nearly 20 years. I was unsure of a lot of the stuff that I had to do. But as I went on the course, it developed my personal skills. I was able to be more independent in my learning, which is something I'd never done before. I had to make time to do the work. Studying at home was a whole new philosophy for me because it's something I'd never done before. I'd never had to go out of my way to do studying at home. And for me, I need to get out of the job that I am in. I've been doing my job now for 16 years as a postman, and I don't like the way the company is going. I don't like the changes that are going on. I need to get out of my job. It coincided with the fact my lease runs out on my house in August. So for me, I had to be doing something. It gave me the push that I needed to do something different.
You said that, to paraphrase, Failure was not an option and you had to apply yourself for your family as well as for yourself. What has made you come back to studying at this time in your life?
For me, failure, I couldn't fail. Failure was not an option for me doing this course. I put everything I had into this course and I have never applied myself in such a way, and I got the grades I deserved. I worked hard. It was evident in my work that I worked hard. And for us as a family, I didn't picture having to reinvent myself at nearly 40 years old. I just thought I meander through life and what happens, but it's took a turn. A few curveballs have been thrown my way, and I'm now at the point where I have to do something about it. I have found a job that I am hopefully going to enjoy, which is always half the battle, working with professional people. I've spent my academic career being told by many teachers, Alan needs to apply himself, Alan needs to try. If Alan tried, he would do well. And I never have. This is the first time I can honestly say that I have put my energy into something, and I've done pretty well.
What was your expectation of studying online?
I never had any expectations as to what studying online would be. I did a bit of research into what it entails. It was a lot of independent learning where you would have a tutor on hand if you needed a bit of guidance on a subject. I have had to speak to tutors in relation to guidance because this is all new to me. So the guidance was very much appreciated, and it definitely helped me on my journey. I have got the grades I need to go to university and study. I'm hoping I can graduate really well from university with the experience that I've now had on this course, and I hope this now gives me a better platform for the future and better start for my family, which is all I can ask for.
Alan, it has been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for your time. I wish you all the very best with your university studies and on your new career. Thanks for listening, and for more information about our online courses, including functional skills in maths and English, access to HE diplomas or other short courses, please visit our website www.academyonlinelearning.com.